Okay, so here's a story that's both embarrassing and funny, and it shows that I am a very trusting person. So it's summer of 2008, and I was at summer camp. So me and the group of kids I was with were coming back from a mountain biking trip. Instead of going back going back to the camp on a bus, we thought it would be really cool if we biked on our mountain bikes back into camp on a single file line. We were really amped about the trip, so we got excited to do this, and that's what we did. So we biked back into camp on the road. So we're biking back into camp. We're in a single file line. We're going pretty fast. And then there's this kid named Bryce. So Bryce is a special needs kid who goes to our camp. And Bryce is basically a legend at our camp. Everyone loves Bryce. And he's also, aside from being a legend, he's one of the strongest kids there. Like, he was much older than us. I think he was in his 20s. And he's built like an ox. So we're biking back into camp. And we see Bryce is holding out his hand. And we're biking right by him. So people are in front of me and they bike. And we're biking, but they bike right past Bryce. Bryce is still holding out his hand though. So then, when I go and pass him, I decide to be a nice, trusting fellow and hold out my hand to get the high five from Bryce. So then, when I get to Bryce, I go in for the high five, but then instead of high fiving me, Bryce grabs my hand as hard as he can. So since I'm biking at this time, and he grabs my hand, I fly off the bike and the bike goes shooting off, and then there's a whole crash and everyone behind me crashes, and that's the story.